good people, thank you for joining me on another walk. I'm currently on the train on my way to Appledore in Kent, where I shall be walking from Appledore to Rye via a very special church in the Romney Marshes, which involves a mission to find a kind of magic key. Anyway, hopefully we'll be able to fulfill this mission, so join me. Well, that was Appledore. Seems like a very nice little village. Presumably not a cheap place to live, but hey, not too shabby at all. Anyway, we make our way now towards the Romney Marshes in a little village called Fairfield, which is home to Thomas à Becket Church. And I'm looking forward to this church. I've read about it before, seen pictures. Looks quite interesting and dramatic. And to get inside, you have to find the church key, which is not in front of the church, but somewhere near the church at a person's home. So when we get closer, we're gonna have to start trying to locate the magic key. For now, looks like more wheat to walk through. This footpath too much. It's all unmarked and I'm basically going right through the rapeseed here, but let's keep going. Here comes the rain. There's my current location, the Brack pumping station, 1909. Right, the next part of this walk, so I can see the church in the distance, is to find the key for the church to get inside. Apparently it's in one of these farmhouses nearby. Well, I'm here. The church key is not to be found. I feel like I saw some people walking around the outside as I was approaching it. So maybe there's people in there with the key. I don't see anyone at the moment, but I may wander over. They could be inside. Here it is. Right, so this is the first door. It's open for me already. This door here on the inside remains locked. Wow. incredibly atmospheric and picturesque inside. It's really, really well maintained. Looks like this is all freshly painted, to be honest. These pew boxes, black and white paint looks very fresh. The roof and everything is amazing. Everything's really well maintained, and looks like it's very much looked after. Well, it's exactly 12 noon. I'm probably about halfway done with the walk, so it just seems like a logical place to sit in here and have some lunch. The wind is howling outside. I don't know if that can be picked up, probably not through my phone. If I had a better mic, it could. So I'm quite cozy and safe in here. I think I'll have some lunch. My lunch is a tuna salad. Put some cheese in there, hard-boiled egg, some breadsticks, and that's it. Well, that was a resounding success. What an amazing church out here in the middle of nowhere, and the interior was honestly better than the exterior. It's really atmospheric and lovely in there despite the howling winds. Incredibly, no draft at all. I mean, howling wind outside, but no draft in the church. I think that's because most of it was actually rebuilt in the early 20th century because it was going to collapse on itself in the early 1900s, and they rebuilt most of it, so I think it's pretty sound. Anyway, let's keep going to Rye. Oh, I should say I handed the key off to another family that was getting there just as I was leaving, so it's worked out quite nicely. Why no one does this walk. I mean, I did sort of map it out myself, but I'm using footpath maps, but these footpaths haven't been maintained for ages, and I just came across a point where I had to cross two canals, basically like sewage irrigation canals, and it's completely grown over. There's just like thorns and stinging nettles, and it looks like there was some sort of bridge or crossing that was collapsed. So if you put a foot wrong, you could have gone straight through all those nettles and thorns and probably into some water, marshy water. I don't know how you would have gotten out of there. So I just stuck to the edge here on the left of the screen, which was solid ground, and cut myself up pretty bad. Went through nettles. That's the canal down there. But you can't see anything. The map is telling me to come through there, and I just did it because I didn't have a choice. I mean, I couldn't go backwards. That was really painful. My hand is red and swollen now. Anyway, it looks very clear ahead. I don't have much to report other than it's windy and I've been walking along this gravelly road for miles now. I'm about 2 miles outside of Rye, so I'm actually pretty close now. Found myself having to take a detour as the footpath was closed on the other side of the river because of some big engineering works concerning tidal movements here of the River Rother. So I've come to the other side, and I'm hoping I'll be able to get there. Well, I made it to Rye. It's quite the adventure, that second part after the church. I finally made it. Now I am going to get a drink. Right, that's that. Appledore to Rye is about 11 miles. Would I recommend? I mean, certainly the first half, Appledore to the St. Thomas of Becket Church in Fairfield in the Romney Marshes, yes. I would definitely recommend going there. That was an amazing church, very unique, very atmospheric, as I said. That I would go back there. That was really cool. But the second half towards Rye, not great, and mostly not great because a lot of those footpaths were just either completely unmaintained by the landowner, or that sort of last bit, which should have taken me along the river into Rye town, is all closed up for like another 2 years or something because of that huge engineering project going on in Rye. Now, that, had I done a bit more research, I mean, there's a lesson here to be learned, which is to, you could look ahead of time at your route and make sure that everything is open and accessible. I probably could have at least read that that is closed up, and I could have found my way, going around another direction to get to Rye. But anyway, it is what it is. So thank you all for watching. Hope to see everybody again soon. I've got some more walks planned, which I'm really looking forward to. And yeah, we'll see you then. Bye, everybody. Bye, bye, bye.